Hi YouTube, I'm Jade and this is Christopher, and I'm posting a video real fast to answer somebody's question. They asked me if sometimes I feel like I'm living a double life as a pagan, and if I feel like I'm living this double life, what is it that I do to find balance between my spirituality and everyday living? So, to answer the question, there are some instances where I actually do feel like I am living a double life. Not that I keep my spirituality a big secret. It really isn't a big secret. I'm just one of those people I don't tell unless they ask. And I'm very careful how I word it to people. If you're with somebody and you know that they're going to be more open and accepting of who you are and your faith and your beliefs and not judge you for who you are, then you probably won't have much of a problem. But there are a lot of people out there who criticize, and I would say if you do choose to open up to them, choose your words carefully. Me, for example, there are some people in my family who don't know. For the most part, everybody does, and it's not really a big deal because there are both pagans and Christians. There's actually a pretty good mix within my family. And it's not that they don't know because I'm keeping it a big secret from them. They don't know because, we just don't talk very often, and it just never came up in conversation. Now, if they were to probably just ask me, then I probably would say that I am, that I'm a spiritualist, and I follow many different faiths and traditions. As a matter of fact, that's what I have on my Facebook. It's just sometimes it's a lot easier to word it differently as opposed to just go out and say, I'm pagan or I'm Wiccan or, I follow this or that. It makes it easier, I think, for people to be a little more accepting of one's belief. And it's kind of sad that it comes down to having to word it a certain way. To answer the second part of the question, yes, I do struggle sometimes to find balance between my spiritual life and my normal everyday life. And it's because I have a tendency to get wrapped up in what I'm doing, and it's hard for me to stop and then focus on the next task. What I try to do before anything else is I try to get all my daily whatever it is done first. Like if it's schoolwork, I'll try to get that done. I always try to put in 3 hours a day, and it's usually best for me to do that once the older kids leave for school and this little guy is down for a nap, because then I'm not disturbed. So I get that out of the way and then do housework, and then I usually try to put in an hour or I like to put in an hour a day in focusing on spirituality, whether if I'm doing research or some sort of a ritual or anything like that. I try to put in an hour. Sometimes it's not always the case, and I do struggle. And I think everybody, no matter what they're doing, whether if it's they're working or they're a full-time student, everybody struggles with trying to find balance within their lives, and I think that's perfectly normal. A few suggestions, I would say, to probably write a to-do list. That usually helps me stay focused and on task, and usually I'll write 10 things down on my list, and I'll circle the 5 most important ones, and that way I know I'm at least getting those 5 things done a day that I need to get done. Another suggestion is if you don't have a lot of time for ritual, and sometimes that could take a lot of time, especially because if you have to prep for it, Probably rituals maybe for the Sabbaths. For a long time, I didn't even have time to do anything like that. So what I would just do is I would kind of say affirmations into my head. The power of thought is such a powerful tool. The mind is such a powerful tool. And sometimes I think we take that for granted, and we tend to focus more on the visual aspect and this elaborate display, of candles and incense, and we really forget that it's actually our mind that's setting forth the action. And sometimes all we need to do is just affirm. Sorry, I'm trying to. It's just saying an affirmation in our head of what our intent is, and sometimes that's all we need. So that's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys have a great day, and love and light.